Good morning, friends. Today we are focusing on the hip flexors, the PSOAS muscle, stretching that out. That is the whole focus for today's class. So before we begin, just taking one inhale, hands above the head, palms come together, and exhale, hands to heart center. Taking the right leg in front of the body and the left behind. Taking deer pose, so the legs are kind of just stacked. We can feel this in the left hip flexor already, finding what feels comfortable here. Inhaling the arms above the head, and exhaling to drop the left to the right knee for a twist. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, twisting to the left. Using our core, moving with the breath. Our core is engaged to protect our lower back. We're sitting up nice and tall so we feel the stretch throughout our hip. And finishing out both sides of that left side before switching to the right. So gently uncrossing to cross to the other side. Flowing through the same motion. Inhaling the arms up, exhaling to twist. Noticing how open we feel on each side or how different. Maybe we need to find a lot of different leg placement. Just finding what feels good, especially if this movement is new, foreign, and finishing out. We will be coming into downward facing dog. So just shifting our weight onto the knees, sending the hips up, pedaling out the feet before bringing the big toes together. Gripping through the fingers, finding our static downward dog here, really pressing the heels into the mat, sending the hips up, gripping through the fingers. Feeling our body here, feeling the nice stretch in the backs of the legs. Gazing at the hands, lifting the right leg up, a nice strong three-legged dog. Keeping the hips nice and square, reaching that leg up, up, up. Before bending the knee, bring it all the way through into low lunge. So planting that left shin, raising the arms above the head. Inhale and exhale to bring the hands to the knees, the hips, wherever feels good. Untucking the toes, sinking a little bit deeper on the exhale. And if we like, we can reach back for the foot with the right hand, finding a little twist here. Pulling that ankle into the hips, feeling the deep sensation in the quadricep. Still shifting the weight forward, working with the hip flexor. And release, windmilling that arm back around to the inside of the foot, picking up, tucking the back toes to pick up the left knee, coming into lizard. If we're here and we feel it here, that's great. If we want to come down onto the forearms. So we want to keep that back leg lifted nice and strong, really feeling a stretch. Maybe even find a little wiggle, little movement. Good, and gently release, sending the hip back, half splits. Inhale to find length, making sure we're square to the front of the mat before folding over. Just doing a little counterbalance for that low lunge. And inhale, coming back into low lunge, picking up that back foot, high lunge. We can lift the fingers off the mat or keep them on. And we will be releasing that left knee down to the mat, tap and up. Tap, keeping a nice strong core, up, tap, 2 more times. Tap, last one, tap. Releasing the hands to the mat, taking that that left foot back to downward facing dog, pedaling out through the legs, finding a little bit of a release here. Before reaching that left up in the air, three-legged dog, nice strong foundation. Making any micro adjustments before bending the knee and coming into low lunge. Inhaling, arms high, exhaling. Untucking the back toe. Nice deep stretch. Exhale, sinking a little bit further, keeping the hips square, pulling the thighs in towards each other. Before maybe taking that back ankle for a quadricep stretch. Still holding integrity into the knees. We're not letting them splay out. Deep breaths. Before gently releasing, windmilling that arm around to lift the back leg, coming into lizard pose. Sending the pelvis down into the mat, feeling that right psoas. It's woken up for sure. And gently release the knee down, coming into our half splits. Inhaling to find length and exhaling to fold. Keeping that front foot flexed, back nice and long. Coming into our low lunge to lift the back leg and tap the knee down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release, taking the left leg back to meet the right, and ending our practice today in child's pose, sending the hips back, maybe opening through the knees, finding a little hip opener here, melting into the mat, allowing for this release. Gently taking the chest up. Thank you for practicing with me today, releasing some much needed tension that our legs get so tight from sitting all day. We can start our day off fresh with some much needed stretching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment your thoughts down below and subscribe to never miss more Yoga with Paige. I'll see you tomorrow, friends.